Jérôme, you are opening a huge space in front of Centre Pompidou, a huge gallery. So first, why is this project, gigantic project in a very unsecure period?
Well, that's very nice of you to say that it is huge and gigantic. It is not that huge actually. It's a three-level gallery that we have just next to Pompidou Center that you can see just behind us. We used to be just on the other side of Centre Pompidou, Rue Beaubourg, but in a much more smaller place. That was 150 square meters, and now we turn into 600 square meters, but on 3 floors. So it's only 200 square meters each floor. So it's not that big, and when people will get inside the gallery, the exhibition space is 250, and then you have the first floor where we are right now with the offices, and we have a lounge also for the collectors and our clients.
And why?
So why a lounge? Because this is what
no,
we missed.
Why to have such an initiative now in Paris?
Well, it's been a long time, you know. I've been wishing to move the gallery because we were on the other side for 9 years. So it was really time for us to grow and the space to grow, because we increased a lot the activity of the gallery, the number of artists we are working with, and so we needed more space to welcome our clients and to work also. And so it was really the moment, and it is at the same time when Paris also is blooming, I would say. So it was the right moment, but this is not something I chose, but maybe organically we grew, Paris is growing also. I mean, it's all together, it's the same logic, organic logic, I think.
And how many artists you represent?
So now I think we are representing, I don't like to say to represent, we are associated with something like 22 artists we are working with. We recently integrated some young and different estate, like the estate of Dario Villalba, and young artists like Troy Makaza from Zimbabwe, as well as Itayoda, French, Swedish and Japanese artists, and Josephine Jam. We're going to have a big show at Fondation Ricard in November. So this year, yes, we integrated 4 artists to the roster of the gallery.
But now the period becomes a bit complicated, no? In terms of the art market.
Since I opened the gallery, you know, I always heard that it was a very difficult period of time. All the time. When I opened, you know, to 2009, it was tough. It's always tough. So I think it won't prevent us from, being busy and having some initiatives and to invent and to create and to react. I mean, we are always reacting to our environment. So that's cool. If the environment is alive, that makes us being creative.
Last year you had Munch in your gallery. 3 Munchs, in fact.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So it was a Anna Eva Bergman Munch show. It was a confrontation between these 2 giants of the history of art of Norway. And this is something I like, because as for me, art is contemporary. It doesn't regard with the date when the work was produced. Some works of art, like, I know that you're publishing a new book and you are speaking about Vermeer, so you very well know that Vermeer at a time was forgotten, so it was not contemporary anymore. And during the 19th century, Vermeer was rediscovered, so it became contemporary again, and it had a very important influence also on the French realism, because Vermeer was also a realist. So art is contemporary. For me, this is the definition of art.
So you have contemporary who are old today?
I mean, we are a gallery of contemporary art we are a gallery of contemporary artists, I would say, because we are associated with living artists, but we are also representing some estate, and I very much like also to introduce work of art from the past. So for the inaugural show of the gallery, it's called The First Stone, La Première Pierre. We have works from prehistoric times, we have work from antiquity, Egyptian, Greek, and Roman also. We have work from the 17th century. We have a beautiful ink by Delacroix also that is really beautiful. We have works by Per Kirkeby, for instance, who died a few years ago, or Anna Eva Bergman, Vera Pagava. We have a beautiful Itel Colquhoun, this female artist who's going to have a retrospective at the Tate, Britain, next year.
What name? What's the name?
Itel Colquhoun, that many people discovered last year for the Venice Biennale. It's a crazy incredible artists. I mean, that you must know from a British artist, incredible. And of course, very young artists like Anna Ternon, Hugo Servanin.
And what is the range of price in your
Well,
exhibition?
I would say that from the very young one, it starts at 2,000 or even maybe 1,000, I think, for small works. And it goes to something close to, I think the most expensive is 800,000.
Merci.
You're welcome and